At long last, it's here. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Game week, we've been practicing for a long time, hitting each other for a long time, so everybody's excited to be preparing for this game and actually be able to go against someone else besides for ourselves.
When you think about, with all the experience coming back offensively, how good can this offense be?
Well, like I said before, I think the sky's the limit for the offense. I mean, we have lots of guys coming back, majority of the starters, lots of the two deep guys that have played and have experience. So it's really just everybody's mindset, knowing what they have to do on every play, and just the mindset they have to go out there and be successful and to make themselves better for the betterment of the team. So really, the sky's the limit. It's just up to every individual person.
Are you further along at this, heading into game one than you were like last year?
Yeah, definitely, because we've all played together. We know each other's tendencies. We have a feel for each other out there, and we've played with each other for a whole entire year, so we have a feel for each other. We all know what certain people are going to do in certain situations, so I think we're all just comfortable out there with each other.
Mark, what question marks do you have? We talked to the coach about that, and he told us some. How about you guys as players? What kind of question marks do you guys have as you head into this first week?
I really don't have any question marks. I have a lot of confidence in our entire team. I believe that everybody's going to prepare hard this week, and we've worked hard all fall long and fall camp and these weeks leading up to the game week. So I'm confident in the offense, defense, special teams, the coaching staff, and the game plan they're putting together for us. So I don't think I have any question marks. I'm just real confident in the team right now.
Hey Mark, I know that the #1 ranking doesn't mean much, but a lot of talking heads, they seem to criticize #1 teams in the way they win. Do you have an expectation of how you guys should be winning week in and week out?
Well, obviously we want to go out and dominate every single game. When a team leaves off the field with us, we want them to say that they never want to play us ever again. But a win is a win, and so however you get the win, I don't think it matters, because it always comes up in the column as a win. So as long as you're winning it, it doesn't really matter how you win.
Talk about Coach Saban, what he's like as a coach, and helping you guys manage those expectations. People talk about the mark on your back, and it seems like it's even more so now. Well,
Coach just always emphasizes that we don't have to live up to the pressure anybody puts on us. We don't have to listen to it, and it's really what we want is up to us. What we want from the season, what we want to accomplish for the season, is ultimately up to us and our team, because it's our team. So if everybody comes out the mindset and they get better individually every single day, and then the team gets collectively better by that. So it's really up to every individual to what they want out of this season. So he just makes sure that we never get complacent, we're never satisfied with what we want to do, and we always want to push to strive for more. So and he always wants the best for his players, just not on the field but off the field as well, in life as well. So Coach is he's a great person to play for.
Mark, this is a little different start for you. You started against Clemson, Virginia Tech. Do you like it a little bit different, where things aren't so ramped up to begin the season?
We're looking at it the same way as we look every game. We're not overlooking San Jose State. That's our main focus right now. We're focused on them, and we're going to work hard this week to game plan for them, because they have a new coach, they have a new coaching staff. So we're going to have to work hard and study lots of different film, because they got coaches from that come from Duke, and one was at Washington. So we're just studying lots of different film and trying to get the right looks for them.
Couple more. What have you done to get yourself better? Because when you're a Heisman winner, and so people know what go with that. So how do you get yourself better?
I just work hard every single day. In the summer, I train real well, trained hard, try to get in better shape, in better conditioning, studied a lot of film, become a better student of the game, just learn on making my better reads, make my reads more consistently on a more consistent basis, on my pass protection, being a better receiver out the backfield. So in every aspect of my game, I've just been trying to get better.
Hey Mark, can you talk about the video that's kind of on YouTube right now of you doing the Tiger Woods juggling with a golf ball and everything like that? Talk about how that came about. That's pretty talented there.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was like in 7th and 8th grade. I used to do it all the time, because that's when that commercial was out around that time. So anybody who golfed, everybody who golfed was trying to imitate it. And I got kind of good at it. I used to go through my legs, and I used to bounce it up and hit it, but I don't golf that much anymore, so I'm kind of rusty with it. But I can still do it a little bit though.
Josh, you guys ranked number 1. Do you feel you have to kind of live up to the ranking? A lot of people nitpick the number 1 ranked team. Do you have an expectation of how you guys should go out and win?
Well, being number 1, I mean, that's a great thing, but like Coach says, I mean, number 1 is not that, I mean, the rank is not that important to us right now. It's going out, winning every game, competing like we're supposed to, playing Alabama football.
This team's got a lot of attention. I mean, the all-access thing, the Nick Saban game changer, and how do you keep the egos from just getting overinflated and out of control?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of attention, yes, but you also got to remember the things that you do to get to the point where we were last year, which is like the summer training, the hard training we do day in, day out. I mean, people make a good life out of everybody, but I mean, you can't let that go to your head.
Is the only team that can beat Alabama really Alabama, do you think?
Yes, it's just like on a game day basis, it goes by what we do wrong on the field and what we do right on the field. We try to do more wrong, I mean, more rights than wrong.
Has that helped with the motivation with the defensive unit? Because a lot of people look at who was left and they all focus on that the offense has so many guys returning, that there's people, when they talk about it, they say there's a question mark on defense. Is that a motivation or help?
Yes, it's a motivation. I mean, we had a lot of guys leave last year, but we also had a lot of guys that contributed to last year, and they kind of looked up to the guys, and they kind of rolling in right there. And like, I mean, last year we were a run-stopping defense, and I put that on my shoulders to stop the run because I'm being the nose guard, and I feel they run the ball is all on me.
San Jose's changed a lot on their offense. How long does it, from your experience, take to catch on what guys are doing in the middle of the game?
Well, catching up in the middle, I mean, it's kind of about what we do, and by going out attacking them first before they come at us, and that's the main thing, attacking them first.
There's an unknown right now with Marcel. Have you guys had to help him in remaining focused and not worrying about what a decision may come down sooner or later with him, or what?
We don't know. We just go out and practice like a day in, day out basis, like he's gonna play.
You haven't noticed anything in him that's?
There's nothing different. He's the same old Marcel Darius.
There are a lot of unknowns with San Jose State, but what do you guys see? You know, Coach says you're already putting in a game plan, obviously, for this game coming up. What do you see when you look at this team?
Well, they're a team that I feel that they like to run the ball. They're gonna try to run the ball at us and try to challenge us inside the box. And that's one thing we're gonna do: attack the offensive line.
What do you think of the new addition to the stadium? You guys have gotten to have a couple of scrimmages in there. Granted, it's not a lot of people in there at that time. But
well, we know it's going to be loud. It was already loud last year. It's going to even be louder, so we're going to have to use more hand communication signals.
Anything else?
What's the excitement level on the team like? First game is finally here.
Well, we're excited for the first game. We've been beating up on each other for a long time, and it's time to go after somebody else.
I just want to ask you, we've been asking you, I guess, all August and during the spring about that leadership role that you have stepped into. How you feel about that now that the game's, less than, 5 days away, 6 days away, and was that something that you're glad to step into, and are you comfortable?
First off, I'd like to say that I'm actually glad that my teammates and the coaches kind of looked at me to be one of those guys who step up, especially with having so many leaders leave last year. Rolando, Kareem, TC, guys like that, just to leave like that, and you always got to kind of have one of those guys who step up to be a leader. And I'm glad that Coach Saban addressed me as being one of those leaders, not only for the defense but as well as for the team.
How much has your injury helped you be that much better of a player, and how much did you miss being out there?
I think the injury kind of helped me more than it kind of hurt me. Of course, not playing, in the national championship is going to hurt, but I think for the long run, it kind of helped me. It helped me realize that, you can't always play off pure athleticism. You always got to work with fundamentals as well. It also helped me by, learning the defense as well as I did. I kind of feel like I know the defense as well as anybody out there. Even sometimes when one of the coaches mess up, I'm kind of there to correct them. So I kind of feel like having that off season off, being able to get in the film room and not only helping myself, but I kind of help some of the younger guys. Nico, Corey Reamer on a couple of things too. So it wasn't always a loss thing.
So how excited are you to finally be back?
That's probably not a word that I could probably say to be back. I mean, it's been almost a whole year, so I'm glad to finally get back out there and show everybody what I've been working on and what I got.
I'll tell you, everybody's been talking about the offense and how great it can be. What about the defense? People look at it as having a lot of people to replace and not going to be as good as last year. Does the hair kind of stand up on the back of your neck when you hear stuff like that?
It does, but I mean, you know, you can't really say that you don't blame them. You know, you lose guys. You know, we lost 3 or 4 first-round draft picks, and then guys really talented, Javier, and you lose guys like that, and you kind of question yourself. But you know, I kind of feel like we have young guys who's just has that much potential as well as they did. But you know, it's going to take some work, and I feel like we put in a lot of work during spring and fall camp, and I feel like we can go out there and kind of prove a lot of those guys that just because we lost a lot of athletes last year doesn't mean that we didn't have a lot of athletes now. So hopefully we'll go out Saturday and show those guys what's up.
It's a new coaching staff for San Jose. How much do you guys have to prepare for them? You might not know what they're going to do, and it's more, since you're Alabama, they have to stop you before you have to kind of alter to them.
You know, having a coaching change, we was kind of hard trying to find film on those guys. So we kind of had to go back to, you know, the old teams that they coached before they got there. Not only for offense and defense, but special teams as well. But you know, always playing defense, you can't really control what the offense does. You kind of have to stop what their game plan is, and kind of have to make them follow in your role as well. But you know, we got some film on them. We've been in the film room. So hopefully we'll go out Saturday with a great game plan and stop those guys.
A couple more.
I'll tell you, when they expanded the stadium, I mean, defensive guys, they must love that, because it's like an offensive team's nightmare when all those people are screaming, right?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't really realize how big the fans are, especially whenever it's, you know, 3rd and 5, and you know, you can't really hear anything on the field, and having that extra 20,000, 30,000, however much it is, it's only gonna make it worse. We're trying to catch up to LSU in the Death Valley, so hopefully the stadium will help us out there on 3rd down.